Some bullshit. We were gone for a week. What'd you do?
I bought the Mass Effect trilogy and stopped going on Tumblr and Skype and started living on my couch.
Yeah. Since you said that, since you kind of walled yourself in and sort of disconnected from society because of Mass Effect, I started because I was like, what? All I did was I went partway through Mass Effect 1 and then just stopped. So I kind of missed out on a lot of shit. So I decided to go to the Wikia and look up on the Wikia and shit. And that fanfic I'm writing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm redoing the entire thing, and without my knowledge, purely by coincidence, I swear this is purely by coincidence, and I'm gonna have to fix some shit to make it not seem so obvious. I've been copying a lot of concepts and themes wholesale from Mass Effect without knowing it.
That was like when I did my fanfiction Patchwork, and somebody pointed out how much like the film Seven it was. So I went and I watched the film Seven and realized that I had accidentally been writing Seven, and I had to go back and redo the entire story so that it wasn't just the movie Seven with ponies.
Yeah. Well, for example, you know how okay, totally spoilers, but I think this was all shown in either the first or second Mass Effect. But you know how the Reapers are basically based off the Leviathans?
Yeah.
Well, come to find out that the antagonists in the antagonist sort of race in my story have this act the same way as the Leviathans, and in my mind the ship designs looked exactly like the Reapers.
Sometimes that just happens, and you have to you get really angry because you gotta change shit.
Yeah, and then there's the fact that the race of AI creatures I made that assist humans I called the Leviathans, and that the humans in my story basically act the same way a shepherd does. They're like, well, as the good shepherd does. Try to do the good, try to do what's best for everybody. So, I don't know, it's just weird how that coincidence just sort of happens. I think it's just sort of like not a zeitgeist. It's just sort of like there are certain themes and concepts that everybody just sort of goes to for certain things. Like if you're looking to make a race that is completely evil to the point that they don't regard other life forms as equivalent to them, you sort of go for like a Lovecraftian or squid-like look, like how the Leviathans and the Reapers look. I mean, that's it's funny how that is. Anyway, so what else did you do for Christmas besides poop sock to Mass Effect?
You don't understand. I was on my couch the entire time. I did nothing. I had my.
So is it like if we were to go to the couch? You know how like most couches have like the three cushions, and then you have that crevice in between two cushions.
That crevice has always been there because it's the exact seat that my roommate sits in to play his 80-hour JRPGs. There's already a fat crater in that couch.
Yeah, his 80-hour Hyperdimension Neptunia pedophile.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly what he was playing.
Yeah, something. What's weird? That was the first game I bought for my PS3.
Hyperdimension Neptunia.
I don't know how that happened. I bought it because I'm like, oh hey, it's game consoles anthropomorphized as little girls. That's pretty cool. And apparently your roommate's like, little girls.
You just. Yeah, he loved that game. He played the fuck out of it, too. His whole 80 hours sunk into that game.
Oh, thank God for Japan, because I can't go to school.
Yeah, I pretty much slept and played Mass Effect. I only ate when I realized that I was starving, because I was just so into the game. It was awesome.
I wish I could do that, but it's like whenever I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go video game, I need to be prepared. So I'll grab like a fucking a pitcher or a couple bottles of drink and just like, okay, what snacks am I gonna need? And I just grab like a whole ton of snacks. And so while I'm gaming, I'm just constantly, it's like I have a medical drip of just junk food.
For me, it's like
pumped in me.
For me, it's like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Well, I'll eat after I finish this quest, and then I go and I finish, 4 or 5 quests. So I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I'll just finish this quest, and then 7 or 8 or 30 quests later, I'll realize that I'm actually starving, and it's like I'm weak and I can't walk, and I'm like, wow, I should probably eat now. Well, just one more quest,
Yeah, I wish I could say I've done that before, but I've never done that before. It's like, yeah. And before, when it's like when I had roommates, I would actually have like food delivered to me. It'd be like I'm powering through. What RPG was I? I'd be powering through like Fallout 3 or something, and they would just come in and be like, they would all make food, and then they would just make a pile of food on a plate and just walk into my room and put it like near me, and then just leave, like I'm some kind of fucking animal. Because they're like, oh, MDefMec's back in town, we better leave him alone. Where did PH Hammy go?
I'm still here. My Skype decided to go ahead and crash again.
Yeah, you should get that fixed. But, oh well.
Didn't ask me how my week went.
Okay, how'd your week go, Mr. Sniffly I'm a pansy fuck?
My week went okay. Had Christmas on Christmas Eve as usual, and Christmas Day was great. And then Christmas night, I found out that the universe thought that me catching whatever fucking super flu has been going around here would be an excellent Christmas present. So I missed an entire week of work. I have been absolutely miserable, and had a Meriwether Williams episode this weekend. So my week's been great.
Nothing terribly out of the ordinary then.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful week for me. But
yeah. No, I my week was meh. I decided to work on Christmas, the week of Christmas, just because they give us a fairly decent bonus for working on Christmas. But other than that, the week pretty much was pretty lame. I woke up Christmas morning. It was about negative 18 degrees outside. And the battery in my car had died, so I ended up having to call up a friend. Luckily, he was nice enough to come out on Christmas morning, which he actually has kids and a wife. So yeah, he was more than he was okay. Just because that's what friends do. And he came and gave me a jump and everything. And then I went up to my truck, and there was shit broken with the trailer that I had to call on my boss and drag him away from his family to come fix the fucking trailer, because, that's what shit happens. And pretty lackluster week, but luckily enough I got New Year's week off, so I can just hide away in my apartment and not talk to anybody, because that's my idea of a vacation now. We are really sad people.
We are horrible people. We're so boring.
I know. It's like, when I was younger, when I was like 25, I'd be like, fuck you guys, I ain't recording a goddamn podcast. I'm going down to Suckies. and go put in $15 into the jukebox and have it play, oh shit, what was the shitty ass music back then? Like LMFAO or something for 3 hours. You ever do that?
Yeah.
Jukebox griefing?
Oh, God.
That's a great way to get into a fight.
Oh, man. When I was, like, my first job was at a Long John Silver's, and they had a jukebox in there. And they had and it was a free jukebox. Yeah, Shannon remembers this story. They had a jukebox in there, didn't cost any money to pick songs, so people would usually just go by and pick a couple of songs. I would go on there, and I would queue up Henry VIII about 10 times in a row every single time I passed by that fucking jukebox. They banned me from playing on that jukebox, needless to say. You know what song I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bar up here in Sioux Falls, like all the industrial shit and all like the truck stops and the neighborhoods where only the minorities and like all the poor people live are all up on the north side of town. And there's a bar up there called the Red Eye, and this bar is notorious for just constantly having fights and shit. And me and a couple friends went up there, and I decided to be a griefing little shit. And I loaded up they have a jukebox there which actually streams content from a streaming service, so that way they can say that they have like thousands and thousands of albums you can choose from.
Oh yeah, I know what those. I've seen those jukeboxes. They have one here at the Ralphie's Fun Center.
Yeah, so I loaded up with like $20 and just went through Marilyn Manson's discography. And I didn't pick all his popular songs. I picked the controversial shit, like the Cocaine Beaches and the songs about atheism and how religion's bullshit and like fuck Frankie and all that shit. Just the really weird and creepy and shit that's meant to piss people off. And just queued up all that shit and started playing it. And people were getting very violent because this is where the Red Eyes were all like the farmers and the good old boys come and get drunk and start fights with the city folk, because people who live in Sioux Falls are pussy city liberals to them. And that actually kind of got scary. So yeah.
Oh man.
What were we talking about? This was our intro, right?
Before we alienate any more of our listener base.
Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? This is supposed to be a podcast about little ponies, and they're talking about Mass Effect and Marilyn Manson. What? What is this nonsense? All right, intro. Welcome to the grand clopping conflagration. That's the word, right? In color. Genticult's podcast for sophisticated bronies. Episode 45. Merry Chrysallis. And Happy Yew Near. Fluttershy, best confierouch shrub.
I have a holly jolly crim bim bim bim.
Krampus. It's gonna steal your kids and molest them. Krampus is totally a child molester. There's no other reason to steal kids.
Goes around stealing kids and beating them with switches and whatever.
Yeah, and touching them. Wow, that went dark. Okay.
We're already off to an excellent start.
Yeah, because apparently I'm the only one who said, hey, it's New Year's, I should probably drink. And I decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to grab Southern Comfort. And then I forget that, hey, Southern Comfort is like the quickest way I get drunk.
Well, when you miss an entire week of work, you can't exactly afford to buy booze. Plus, I'm not supposed to have it anyway. But with taking Mucinex, you're not supposed to have alcohol with it.
Well, why don't you hook up with that neighbor of yours there, Kirby or whatever his name is?
I don't have any... MDEF, I don't have any cash. I had to spend it all on freaking medicine.
Well, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Well,
whatever happened to neighborly love?
I'm not going and fucking around with the biggest bootlegger in the county. I'm sorry.
Well, god damn it. No, he probably also has a meth lab, so you want to stay away from that shit.
How about I just stay away from it because I should be staying away from it. How about that? I don't fit. I've lived
God
in Florida.
damn it, BH Sammy. You go over there and you tell him, give me some of your goddamn...
He ain't even there.
Some.
I just had a fucker knocking on my door asking where the hell Curly is, and I'm like, no, Curly lives over there. He's like, oh, he ain't there. And I'm like, well, shit, it's New Year's, and why the hell would you not be open on New Year's if you're a fucking bootlegger?
And bullshit, what do you think?
Metal shit.
I think you should. I think you... No.
We air Tuesday nights and Wednesday mornings on Celestia Radio. If you'd like to hear episodes over a day early and in higher quality, listen at Bonafide.me starting at 5 a.m. GMT. And Hammy, you sound like you need some alcohol.
Yeah, well, I've actually heard that if you double dose on Mucinex, it actually gets you high. Like, no lie.
Well, MDF not alone, I'm drinking. It's New Year's Eve. I wouldn't not be drinking.
Yes.
I'm also smoking.
Yes, I'm drinking SoCo and Coke. So yeah, if you think BH should hook up with his bootleg moonshine and neighbor, let us know in the ask on the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade.tumblr.com. Should just grab fruit from the local Piggly Wiggly, like strawberry and avocados and shit, and just put it in the jars of moonshine, and you can make pony-themed moonshine.
Yeah.
As the juice leaches out of the fruit.
How about let's not and say that we did?
How about you do it, and then we say we do it, and then we sell it online and make a ton of fucking money.
Okay, so yeah, I got to do all the work. Yeah, I see what your master plan is there, MDef.
Yes. Because see, the thing is that and Bullshit and I are masters of marketing, so obviously you're gonna have to do all the hard work. We're just gonna have to sell it.
I think you're. No, actually.
Now I'm deaf, mate. Let's not build an overbearing, overworking corporation here. That's Everfree Network's job.
Well, we could probably hook up with Bad Dragon and this spring do a double feature like Fleshlight Fuck Horse collection along with a Moonshine Fuck Horse collection.
Fleshlight Fuck Horse collection.
Yeah. I couldn't remember the names of those things.
Fleshlight Fuck... Oh, God.
MDev, Mikey, are you going to want to intro this little topic of ours here, or do you want me to do it? You're the one who made it, so you probably should.
Let's see. The main topic, 42nd annual GCC Black Tie Battle to the Death Awards ceremony. Okay.
It's the year in review, and our awards to give to fandom personalities, musicians, artists, and just fandom goers alike.
Because we're not original, and we're going to do what everybody else
We're going to
does.
do what Bronyville and Everfree Network have already done.
Yes.
Let me try to do this, even with my congestion. Hang on, just sing. Da 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 da.
There we go. I was about to make a horn sound, but that was better. So, let me flip a coin because BH Hammy didn't have a time. We have 18 awards to give out. I came up with 9 awards, and Bullshit came up with 9 awards.
I don't even see them here on the doc. Like, are they?
Oh, no,
we're gonna add them
as we talk.
We're gonna add them as we go along.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have much I can give, but I can announce them or something.
You can give your opinions, because we all know your opinion matters. So, all right, I think to make this completely fair, I'm going to flip a coin, because I have a vintage 2006 North Dakota quarter here that I'm going to use. I just found on my desk.
So rare.
So rare. North Dakota. Rare. That's where the oil is. All right, let me, okay, and Bullshit, call it.
Tails.
Oh, God, where the fuck did it go? All right, doing it again. All right, Tails. Oh, hey, it's Tails. There you go.
All right.
You go first.
Now, my first award, there's a bit of history behind this award. It's called the Silver Beaver Award. And the Silver Beaver Award originally, and still is now to this day, and is an award given at the council level of the Boy Scouts of America to adult leaders who have done exceptional community service, just a great job leading their troops. It's just sort of an all-around nice job award that the Boy Scouts of America Council likes to give out to adult leaders. My father actually is a holder of the Silver Beaver Award, and it's a joke that we all like to tell because of the word beaver and its association with the female vagina. So in light of that, I would like to give out the Silver Beaver Award this year. Now, the recipient of this year's Silver Beaver Award is a person who has done an exceptional job at graphically depicting pony vagina. And it was a bit hard. There have been some really good vaginas out there this year. But without doubt, I have to give the award...
I know who this is. He hasn't told me yet, and I know who it is.
To Radav Pony, who is also on DeviantArt known as Radav Drawn, with his main 6 Vagina series, which are, to this day, just the funniest fucking versions of the main 6 vaginas that I've ever seen in my whole life. Just these amazing... And it's just the vaginas, too, these pictures that he did. It's just their vaginas, nothing else, and they're absolutely incredible high-res pictures of his headcanon for the vaginas. And by far the funniest is Pinky's, who has confetti coming out of her lips. So congratulations to Radav Pony, Radav Drawn. You are the winner this year of my Silver Beaver Award.
Yay.
As far as pony vaginas go, there was this picture that was actually reblogged just today. Somebody did their headcanon not of pony vaginas, but also butts and legs and stuff like that. And they went ahead and turned it into a Happy New Year picture. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that one. It's been reblogged a couple times. Let me see if I can find it for you gentlemen.
Yeah. If I had a say in this award, I would have, due to my love of cosmic horror and general things that cause insanity and disgust and repulsion in the human psyche, I would have given this award to Hoy Hoy.
Hoy Hoy, yes, Hoy Hoy actually was one of the people I considered for the extremely prestigious Silver Beaver Award, but ultimately I chose Rat. But the vaginas that Hoy Hoy draws are just frightening.
Yes.
Hey Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, the picture I was talking about, it actually was drawn by Ratapony. Check it out. No, check it out here. It's he's got it on.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it earlier.
It's the high res version.
His high res Happy New Year's picture. I just saved this a few hours ago. His Happy New Year's picture, which just funnily enough, Happy New Year has 12 letters in it, and it fits right across the ass cheeks of the main 6, which I think is incredibly funny.
It's almost like Hasbro planned it that way, just so they made 6 characters just so Rad Pony could do this.
Could draw this very picture.
Yes, canon. It's canon.
Maybe
All right,
you
Death Meg.
maybe you should put that picture underneath the thing as like a bonus link or something. I don't know.
How about not and say we did?
Okay.
I don't care.
All right, and
All right.
hit us with your first award.
All right, my awards are going a little bit differently than and bullshit. His are a little bit more direct and icy. I want to say cold, kind of mean because that's some bullshit for you. And mine are kind of more fever dreams. I guess that could work. So my first one is an award, which goes artist most likely to make a graphic novel series of the life and times of Roman Polanski. Now, many people on here may be asking, who is Roman Polanski and why should I care? Roman Polanski is a fairly famous director, movie producer, who's made numerous movies in France, Poland, and the United States. He's made movies like Rosemary's Baby, Macbeth, The Tenant, and such and so forth. He's, however, well known in recent years because in 1977 he was arrested in Los Angeles for the sexual assault of a 13-year-old girl, and he fled the United States to go to Switzerland to escape charges brought against him. And it's been going for, I want to say, about 35 years to extradite him and get him back to the States to make him face the charges that were levied against him, or to go to be tried for the sexual assault charges against him. And I feel that in order to make a graphic novel series, it takes a certain kind of artist to do that. And this doesn't, and the fact that the content's Roman Polanski does not reflect in any way on the artists I mentioned here. But I was like, oh, what the hell? I need to figure out an award, so here's one. My nominees are A Trill, Pony Death March, Drunk Fluttershy, and Yogg 07. And I wanted to ask, and Bullshit and BHME, of those 4, who do you think would be most likely, or would you want to make a graphic novel series of the life and times of Roman Polanski?
Shit.
Either one of you.
What are the nominees again?
I go with the Trill, actually, I think.
You'd go with the Trill just because of his kind of cartoony style?
Yeah, that's actually exactly why.
You think when Roman Polanski's bearing down on a 13-year-old Samantha Geimer, that a Trill style would best reflect that?
Oh God! I think that would be really mean to force on a Trill, honestly. But I guess that's probably part of the reason why Ben's going for it.
Well, I'll be honest. That's the same reason I kind of put a Trill in there, is because a Trill has a certain fun style that I think would really sort of put an interesting light on the whole Roman Polanski story.
Oh my!
I put Pony Death March in there because Pony Death March's work is very professional. Despite being fan art, is very professional, and if I were to be honest, I think Pony Death March would most likely, in the coming years, make a graphic novel. Not necessarily of Roman Polanski, but I think that they are certainly capable of it.
Oh, what's the pony artist name of that guy, the goddamn bat guy or whatever his name is? Doesn't he go by like a pony artist name?
No, he just goes by the goddamn bat guy.
I would nominate him and pick him just because of the fucking faces that he draws. Like, he draws these fucking mean-ass fucking faces. Like, you see the series of...
Yeah, it's like that. There's that... there's that one picture of, like, Luna on the bed, and she's, like, all tied up in Christmas shit, and she just has the angriest... fucking look on her face. You see, it's not like angry, like, oh god, I'm about to be raped and this is gonna piss me off. It was more like, I'm just fucking angry. I'm happy I'm here, but I'm fucking angry.
Well, like those pictures with them doing stuff to Chrysallis, and it's just, they have got like the nastiest fucking faces. Like, not nasty as in gross, just like they've just got the most evil fucking grins on their faces, and I think that would honestly be more hilarious than making a Trill do it.
The other two nominees, Drunk Fluttershy, I put in there because she has like a very... She also, like a Trill, has a very cartoony style, but her characters look way more smug, and it seems like they're kind of in on the joke. So I think with her, it would be just as funny for her to make a Roman Polanski graphic novel series. And I threw in Yog 07 in just because it seems like he would make a very art house graphic novel. It would barely have any words. It would just be pictures. And I think he would make the most powerful, emotional graphic novel of Roman Polanski.
Can't believe you don't have Doxy on here.
I wouldn't drag Doxy through the mud like that.
I actually don't have the art style of these last three in my mind, so I don't know if I can actually make a vote on it.
Drunk Fluttershy is very cartoony, and Yago 7 is the one responsible for the Ask Helen blog, which isn't updated very often. It's very gothic styled, I would say, blog. It would be I agree, Yog would present a very powerful and compelling, if you will.
And with that, I had to make a choice, and I am going to go with Yog 07, just for that very fact that it would be a very powerful and emotional graphic novel series. And I hope it would be I think he would probably make it the most neutral because, again, Roman Polanski's been charged with sexual assault. He's never been convicted of it. So despite his behavior, we kind of have to take a more logical and neutral stance. And I think Yog would be the most capable of doing that. So I am going to go with Yog and present him with the award of artist most likely to make a graphic novel series of the life and times of Roman Polanski. Congratulations, Yog 07.
Oh my god.
Right.
I can't even believe this is that. No, you know what? I'd say that I can't believe this is actually a thing, and then I remember who's presenting this award.
All right.
Damn it, MDEF.
My next award is called the Golden Tumblr Star Award. And for those of you who don't go on Tumblr, and for those of you who do frequent Tumblr, if you don't know, the Golden Star on Tumblr is a picture often reblogged along with mishaps, poor fan art, and things like that. Oftentimes it's depicted as a golden star with the words "you tried." Yes. And it's a very condescending little picture to reblog with things or to post in front of something. More often than not, it's posted in front of someone who's tried and horrendously failed to draw something. And the font most often used is Comic Sans, and so my particular particular golden star it's a golden star, and in the center in Comic Sans are the words that say, "You didn't even try, did you, you little shit?" And now some of you might not know who this is, but this award goes to a man who has submitted many, many, many times to the MLP Art Confessions Tumblr. And
oh god,
let me just
oh god,
read a couple of these. The first 3 examples here I have are, one is about the Milky Way blog, the blog about the Milkmare of Trottingham.
I saw this.
And he just says that it's disgusting. He can't understand why people like it. The large crot tits are gross, and all this. The second confession that I'm outlining here that he posted was one about Fluttershy and how much he wishes it didn't have bestiality in it. The third confession he submitted was how much he didn't like Ask Molestia because it has butt jokes in it. And the last confession, the most recent confession to this date that he posted was one saying, "Enough is enough. Please stop arguing about Rule 34." So, to him for being a flip-flop, and just, it's clear he's trolling or he's just trying to get attention. He's also one of the few who posts it non-anonymously, so you can click on the little thing and it goes straight to his blog. And if you go to his blog, there's a lot of people ragging on him for things that he's said in My Pony Art Confessions. And so to this man, I present the Golden Tumblr Star. You didn't even try, did you? You little shit.
I'm gonna have to go with that. Because well, there are several that happen throughout the year, but the simple fact is I can't remember them. So there goes your little cry for attention, you other people. Yeah, that lasted. Congratulations. So yeah. With this guy, he will be remembered in the annals of history. In the far future, 100,000 years from now, when the data mansters are roaming the wastelands of Earth, and they uncover a hard drive, and it has this episode on it, they will remember a corrupted brony as the little Tumblr shits. So congratulations, you prick.
What an accomplishment.
Yes. All right. That brings it on to me. And this one is a award that I am presenting to musicians. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
boy.
Yeah. We're in for a fucking ride here. And the award is musician most likely to OD on cocaine, and whose last words to the prostitute they hired will be, "Please don't leave me." And this is in reference, actually this is kind of a sad reference for me. I just forgot the guy's name. Oh, god damn it. Fucking Christ. Here I am saying, oh, this is so sad and shit, and it's like, and I can't even remember the fucking comedian's name. God damn it. God
How
fucking
memorable
Christ.
is that, huh?
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
Don't worry.
I am very awful. I'm on my 3rd SoCo and Coke, so,
I've been there,
shit.
don't worry.
Oh, shit. Chris Farley.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Chris Farley.
Yes.
What?
For those who don't know, because he passed away in the mid-90s. Well, he didn't pass away. He fucking died. He died horribly. I'm sure it's easy enough to find pictures of him. It's the saddest set of pictures you will ever see. This individual. He was a very messed up comedian. And that's exactly his last words were to the prostitute he had hired were, "Please don't leave me." And she left, and he went out in a horrible, horrible fashion.
Wow, I did not know that was how Chris Farley died, actually. That's kind of fucked up.
You see the pictures of, and those were like the first That was the first, because that was very, very early on in the days of the internet as we know it now. So it was like, there was people posting about like, oh, here's pictures of like Princess Di and the wreck and everything, and they were obviously fake. And this was like shit you found on Rotten.com. If you guys remember Rotten.com, was like the death, like the pictures of
I remember
his dead body.
I did.
So on that sad note, I am presenting this award to the musician most likely to suffer the same fates as Chris Farley. And my 3 nominees are Cyril.
Wow.
You put
Omnipony.
Oh my god.
Omnipony on this list.
Why'd you put Omnipony there?
Let me explain. I can explain for each one of these.
Oh god.
Cyril. Oh fuck. Cyril does metal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cyril, because of the whole stereotype of metal artists, i.e., like Death Clock, Cannibal Corpse, Metallica. Well, not really Metallica. Dimmu Borgir. Numerous other metal groups and individuals who lead a pretty hardcore lifestyle. A really fucked up lifestyle of like, lots of booze, lots of fucking, lots of just narcotics, a real, destructive lifestyle that is stereotypical of like the metal and hard rock and roll lifestyle. And that's why Cyril is a nominee, because he is a metal brony, if you will. The reason I put in Omnipony is because he's sort of like, I could think we can kind of view him as like a young protege. Not really a protege, a really talented young musician who has a lot of potential in his future to become an accomplished musician, just in general. And of course, as we know with all young celebrities, they crash and burn the hardest. You can look at who's the one kid from Home Alone?
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Just look at him. Or look at Gary Coleman. Look at how miserable he was before he died. Or look at Macaulay Culkin. Look at the fucked up shit he got into. Just look at Party Monster, the movie he made with Seth Green. Who are those other two? The little twins from Full House. I forgot them. Do you know the twins from Full House?
Yeah.
The little,
Mary-Kate
yeah,
Nash.
those. Yeah, look at those two.
What about them? Oh,
I don't
right.
know, like,
right. They're one of the what's her fuck is like anorexic or bulimic or whatever.
Yeah. And then there's that one older sister from Full House, the middle sister, who was from Full House, who was like as smart as a box of rocks. Fuck, what the hell's her name? I'm pulling up her name. She wrote a book about her life, and it was really super, super fucked up. Shit. I'm bringing her name. Come on, where's her name? God damn it, Wikipedia, you failed me. Stephanie Tanner. Her real name is Jodie Sweetin. She's not so well known, but it's in her autobiography about how she was presenting. She was at a school to discuss, not doing drugs, and before she went on stage, she did a couple lines of coke, and then went on to talk about how bad drugs were, and she's a total fuck up. And I think it's just sort of a common thing among young celebrities, and I feel that if Omnipony doesn't straighten up, he's got the same fates. So
I mean, if he doesn't keep straight is what you meant.
Yes. You know,
He isn't, to my knowledge, doing lines of coke right now. So I don't want to be on record saying that because I really like Omnipony.
He's not doing key bumps off his Xbox controller.
All right, and why'd you pick Mark the Microfilm here?
Just look at him.
Really?
Look at how he lets the shit get to his head. What's he gonna do when the shit moves on? He's got nothing. He's already there.
Yeah.
Which is why, Mike the Microphone, I present you with the award for the Brony musician most likely to OD on cocaine and whose last words to the prostitute he bought will be, "Please don't leave me." Mike the Microphone, congratulations!
Are you sure you're just not presenting him this reward because he's the only person on this list you don't like?
No.
That's untrue.
Honestly,
That
Cyril would be my
untrue.
pick.
That's untrue. We like Mike the Microphone.
No.
I do.
I mean, and the truth is, with many metal artists, they are they don't follow the metal lifestyle stereotype.
Yeah.
That shit died in the early '90s. You know, look at Ozzy. You know, that's every metal musician just looks at Ozzy Osbourne and says, "Nay, that's not for me." So. Moving on.
My next award, I was originally going to call this the Firestarter Award in honor of Stephen King's novel, but I decided to change the title. This award goes to people who, well, start fires, and in this case, I mean metaphorical fires, much like the sort of fires that Bronyville likes to talk about. Where Apple Cider goes, "Hey, Chef Sandy, is anything on fire today?" And Chef Sandy goes, "Oh, it's small fires."
He's like, "Oh, I'm fat and I don't have any money."
The fires that I'm talking about, of course, are drama fires. And so this award is called the Prince of the Fire Nation Award, and goes to the people I think who are responsible, even if it's not intentional. Even if it's a complete accident, and I don't fault them for it, but who are responsible for the greatest drama, or at least the drama that I see the most. Now, I could have copped out and said, you know, Purple Tinker,
and Defmech,
or MDefmech, or Final Draft, or the GCC podcast.
The obvious ones.
I could have copped out and said that, but the people that came to mind were actually the mods of 3 blogs. The blogs MLP Art Confessions, MLP Confessions, and MLP Music Confessions. These blogs, as you know, are outlets for people to anonymously drop confessions. And for whatever reason on Tumblr, dropping a confession really just means saying how much you hate somebody. And as a result, people who anonymously sling hate on these blogs often stir up little fires, much like how I was talking about earlier with my previous award. And these blogs, you know, the mods themselves aren't slinging the mud. They're not at fault here. Who really is at fault here are the people who submit, but the mods are enabling them. And for that very reason, I often don't follow these blogs.
I likewise.
So I had to pick between these 3, and I decided...
That's actually a pretty hard one.
And I decided that I really couldn't, because so much drama has come from all 3 of them. So to all the mods of all the Brony Confession Tumblrs out there, I present to you the Prince of the Fire Nation Award.
Yay!
Congratulations.
You win the prize. And that prize is nothing. In a way, people could say this is a cop-out on the level of Time magazine saying that you are the person of the year. Which
I really don't feel like putting Purple Tinker Final Draft up there, because those are just sort of obvious,
Yeah. Well, and
it's called the Prince of the Fire Nation Award, and I wasn't about to award that to Purple Tinker King. Because then I'd get my ass on fire. I'd have to change it to Princess.
No, you have to change it to Princess.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Princess. No, Princess. It's sort of like how in Xenoclash, the main antagonist, since you don't know what they are, is called Mother Father. So, and kind of a pro tip here, on your resume, go ahead and put that you're Times Person of the Year, because that is a legit award. It's on my resume.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not kidding. Everybody I know has it on their resume.
Points for creativity, though. Points for creativity.
Yes. And who the hell's messaging me? Oh, okay, never mind. All right, that brings on to my next one.
Sandwich in the Fire Nation.
Okay. Fluffernutter. Sandwich most likely to give me a heart attack. God damn it. Fuck you. Block. All right, there. My next one is kind of a simple one. It's the artist most likely to visit the CERN's Large Hadron Collider on the French-Swiss border and inadvertently make Half-Life happen.
Wait, what? Okay, can you repeat that again? One more time.
Okay, it's the artist most likely to visit the Large Hadron Collider and accidentally make Half-Life happen. You know what I mean, Half-Life.
Yeah, I know.
The Half-Life gaming series.
Yeah, Okay, you're going to have to explain the context of this one.
They're probably going to stick their dick in the Large Hadron Collider and create a portal to another dimension and let a whole ton of aliens cross over and take over the world in like 7 minutes.
So what you're really saying is the artist most likely to stick their dick in the Large Hadron Collider.
Yes.
Okay, I can see why ECM is on this list then.
Okay, and my nominees are Kevin Sano, EC Major, Badger Ben, the Goddamn Bat Guy, and the El Yagero.
I'm not entirely sure, why would they be most likely to stick their dick in the Large Hadron Collider?
Because look at what they draw.
Okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with the Large Hadron Collider, though.
VHM, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Why are you putting more mental effort into this award than both me and Bull should have combined?
No, I'm just confused
the real question is, why is anybody putting any mental effort into any of these awards?
No, it's just that
these are all completely bullshit.
I'm just saying this is like most of your awards have had the title have had some sort of decent joke behind them. In this one, I'm just trying to understand the joke. And never mind, whatever.
Yeah, that's the NyQuil talking.
I didn't take NyQuil. I took Mucinex. It's different.
Okay, that's the voices in your head talking. That's schizophrenia talking.
You have to drink to make them go away. Hurry.
I don't have alcohol.
Hurry before the voices make you...
I'm not going to Curly's. Fuck you.
Hurry. Shut him up before you go kill Kirby.
Kirby?
Kirby, Curly, whatever.
All right.
It's Kentucky. That's most likely he's a redneck, which means he's pink.
Oh, yeah, well, right back at you.
All right. I'm not going to give any particular reason why these artists are on here. All you have to do is just go look them up on Tumblr or FA or Derpy Burrow and just look at what they do. And he'd be like, yeah, I could see them, and I can see them doing some pretty whacked out shit. Make that assumption.
Okay. So the context here is that who would do the most extreme shit then?
With their dick.
Okay.
With their penis.
Okay,
yes.
there. Now I got it.
Wow, was that so hard for you to figure out?
I was asking you. Did you even know?
I would honestly, I would go with EC Major, just for the lulz.
Yeah, I'd have to go with.
I don't
Major,
know.
so.
I mean,
just because I think he wouldn't do it malevolently. He would do it just because it's like, hey, let's just do this thing. It's cool.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be any malice. I think the goddamn bad guy would do it just because. Again, going back to what B.H. Hammy said, look at it. Look at the faces he makes in his artwork.
They're so evil.
They're so evil. He's just so evil.
If we're going,
and Badger Ben, I think he would. I think he would just eat it or something.
Well, if we're going on merits of artwork, it would kind of be a toss up for me between EC Major and Badger Ben, but I'd probably give it to EC Major, just on the merits of him making the fucking Queen Chrysallis Clawgina picture. Just on that alone.
You mean the best piece of pony fan art in existence?
According to him, bullshit. Yeah, sure.
Which means, like, when he sees the giant head crab queen on Zen with the huge testicles hanging off,
he would do it
just. He would look at it and be like, "I'd hit that."
Yeah, he'd do it. He would do it just to bring head crabs into the world. He'd be like, "Yes, give me that. I want that."
I want my chest to turn into a massive vagina.
Buy a fleshlight? Fuck that. Give me head crabs.
Yeah, just declaw them.
Yeah, I'd have to go with EC Major.
Why the fuck did I put El Yagero on here?
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
He draws traditional art that's really, really cute.
Okay,
and it's. You know who I'm talking about in bullshit,
I know who
right?
El Yagero is. His stuff is sometimes very odd though. Not the actual art itself, but the not the art style, but the what he's depicting or what his characters are saying.
The content. Okay, can you show me an example, please?
I will do.
Yeah. Kevin Sano, I guess I just put him on there because it seems like when he focuses on a character and he has an interest in a character, he really just wants to. He really, really fucks the shit out of them with his artwork.
That fucking Milky Way picture he did recently was fucking amazing.
I'm sure you loved it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're the one that doesn't much care for Milky Way. But hey, you're decent about it because you just plain don't follow them. You don't go around on confession blogs and say how much you want them to die.
Yeah. I'm a grown-up. Like, like when Pyrojash quoted me and said, "Hey, you assholes, this is how you're supposed to act." When I said, when I don't like somebody, I just don't follow them.
I don't think I've ever seen this person's artwork before. This isn't bad.
El Yagero? Yeah, he's really cool. I like him.
He's a cool dude.
I don't know about giving him the award though. Yeah.
No, I think it's pretty obvious here. It's going to be EC Major, just because I think he'd want to show that head crab queen a good time. He'd just be like, yeah, I'll rock your world.
He would. No, he'd find some way to put like a fucking saddle on her or something.
And let's face it, I mean, I haven't seen pictures for the rest of these people, but I've seen pictures of EC Major, and he looks a lot like Gordon Freeman.
Oh, really?
I mean, they look they look oddly similar. So, yeah, award goes to EC Major. Congratulations.
Strange little man.
You head crab fucker. No, I really like EC Major.
Yeah.
So, all right, moving on.
All right, my next award is called Chance the Stallion's Throbbing Cock. And as you can all probably guess, this one's going to go out to a pony artist who draws gay pony art. And,
oh, great! I know who this award's going to.
And well, I it's the choices are rather slim. I was originally going to go with Brayburned, but Brayburn's actually recently slowed down in his art. Nothing wrong with that, of course. But this other artist, the artist that I picked, has continued to just draw and pump out lots of really good pictures. And, I like the way he draws cocks, and I like the way he draws cum, and I think it's great. So, Chance the Stallion's Throbbing Cock Award goes to Cobalt Snow.
That's probably who I'd pick, yeah. He's pretty good. The funny thing is, bringing up that whole Tosh thing, like when his art got featured on there, like a lot of people would get on and say like, oh, it's all like horribly drawn porn. I'm like, no, it's not. At least not all of it. The stuff that Cobalt Snow put up, the stuff that Cobalt Snow got featured on there was actually pretty good. But that wasn't gay art though. He's mostly good for his for all of his gay stuff, and that stuff's pretty good.
And I would have never made this award, so I have no opinion. Because I'm a follower of Christ, and I know what's evil, and I know what's not evil.
Oh God.
Hey, he can say that.
I think I can actually hear the shit dripping out of your ears and plopping on the ground beside you through your microphone, MDef.
MDef can say that though because he is a minister. He's ordained.
Yes, I'm an ordained
We both
minister.
are. Yes.
Both of you are.
Yes.
But God, no, even I was just kind of amazed at that line of bullshit that just came out of my mouth.
Just goddamn.
Okay. Yes, highlight that for me, please. Thank you. Thank you. You are my Watson. Okay, that brings it to me. All right, my next award mostly goes for bronies who live overseas, as in not in the United States or Canada. It's the award for artist most likely to be finger fucked by the TSA when going to BronyCon. And my nominees are...
What is up with these awards?
Again, you're doing that thing we told you not to do, which was think. My nominees are...
Tetra Pony isn't... he lives in America.
Hang on. My nominees are Tetra Pony, Poke Hidden, Raindrops Mod, and Pirate Dash. Now you may be saying, hey, Tetra Pony and Pirate Dash living in the United States. I have a reason. I have a reason.
You forgot what... Let me guess, you forgot that one too?
Oh, yeah, Tetra Pony. Go look at a picture of him, and then go talk to him on Skype. The dude looks and sounds like an Italian soccer player.
It's true, he does. He's been on Bill several times.
Yeah, wait a second. So he does live in a... Yeah, that's right, because I actually have talked to him online. It is actually hard as fuck to understand him sometimes. Great guy and good. He's a really quick artist, but damn, he's hard to understand when you talk to him on Skype.
And the reason I say Tetrapony is because not only, I mean, first of all, he can be mistaken for a foreigner. And also because he looks hot enough to where I think the female TSA agent, you know, that 300-pound black lady would just look at him and be like, yeah, sugar. That's a nice piece of sugar.
You know he's attractive.
Ooh.
You know he's attractive when even M. Deathknight goes, yeah, he's pretty fucking hot.
He'd be like, I need to pull you for enhanced inspection, baby.
Oh, yeah, honey. Snap of the glove. Oh, yeah, I think this inspection's going to get a bit intensive.
And he'd be like, oh my god, what the hell? Oh, Chef Boyardee, Super Mario. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Italian Axis powers. Ah. Oh my god.
God damn.
Let's see. The next one, Pokehidden, is because I think he's kind of calmed down with it, but it's still there. Pokehidden is from Brazil, and he's got a huge axe to grind with the United States, as most people from South America do, with legitimate reason. If you just look at the history of the Cold War, you can see how we kind of fucked those people over. And even beforehand with the whole things with banana republics and shit like that. And the reason I say most likely to is because that would just make his hatred of the United States all the more legitimate. So there. Raindrops mod, a.k.a. Ahmed's, I think.
Yeah, Ahmed's, that's his name, yeah.
Yeah. He's either from like Qatar or Bahrain or Dubai, and well, there you go.
Because TSA is racist, and we all know this.
Yes, because TSA is incredibly racist. And Pirate Dash, I say that because he's like the only Republican brony I know of who's actually pretty cool, but I'm an evil son of a bitch, and I think that would just be hilarious to have the TSA fuck with him, because he's a Republican, and the Republicans are notorious for the Patriot Act and all that shit, which is why the
patriotism in general.
Yes, patriotism in general is why the TSA acts the way it does, and it would just be hilarious to me to see that 300-pound black lady just give an enhanced inspection to him. Actually, this one's a really hard one to pick. I think I'm going to need some help from you guys. Actually, BH Hammy just dropped out. So, and bullshit, who in your opinion would be most likely to get fucked by the TSA?
I'm actually, because I think it's fucking hilarious, I'm actually going to go with Tetrapony.
Yeah,
because of your explanation for it was just amazing.
I'm going to go with Pokehidden myself.
Just because you want Pokehidden to be the lead antagonist for Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Oh, God.
Hey, you know how formulaic the Call of Duty series is.
Yeah, it's
Modern
true.
Warfare.
I thought you were referencing that video, the IGN reviews Call of Duty video, but then I realized Ben's the only one that's seen that, and you haven't seen it yet.
No, I just go by the fact that the Black Ops series is basically angry Latin American versus America.
I vote for Pokehidden, and I'll be right back, fellas.
He's got to go throw up. So I'm going to have to go with Tetrapony too, just because I could see it being a hilarious Hetalia cartoon.
Amazing Hetalia cartoon.
Yeah, just because I think he would be entirely clueless. He'd be like, "Oh, okay, you a nice big black lady. I go with you." And then like they go into one of the rooms, and then like 5 minutes later he runs up. Oh my God! And his pants are down by his legs. His dick and balls are just flopping around. Oh my God! Oh no! Pasta fagioli! No! No! So yeah, I think the award goes to Tetrapony.
All right. My next award is actually a serious award.
Holy shit!
Oh God,
Serious.
not terribly serious, but you know, I think this person deserves this award, and it's the Awesome Artist Award. And I'm not going to say it's the best artist award or the most awesome artist award, but just an awesome artist who I really respect and admire. This particular artist is responsible for 2 blogs that are still running, and you know, they're not. They're still going. They're not on indefinite hiatus, you know, and it's not often that we see an artist run more than one Pony Ask blog, but he's running 2. And they're both really fun. One is extremely action, you know, oriented, very awesome, very much in the sort of idea, if you will, of. Oh, my phone is ringing.
Oh no!
Okay.
Cut that shit out.
Sorry, dude. Recording a podcast. One of them is very awesome, very cool, very much in the line of things like Hot-Blooded Pinkie Pie, and the other is a sort of risque, at times NSFW, but always sort of just a very adorable little blog. So he's got 2 things going on here. One's like a really, you know, risque, cute blog, and another one is a very action-based, just really epic blog. And this award goes to Cytwex, responsible for the blog Ask Cytwex, and which is the cute one about the Pony OC who is a cyborg, and the other one he runs is Ask Epic Rainbow Dash, which is a very awesome actiony sort of blog that draws from the same sort of source material that Hot-Blooded Pinkie Pie draws from, and they're both really awesome blogs, and we've pimped them before. Cytwex is also a really awesome guy. You know, he's very cool, he's very mellow, very chill. So
every once in a while, he'll drop an ass that is basically honked.
All right, I'm back.
47 times over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I would need a lot more time to actually think about this, but I definitely say that, in my opinion, just right now, not thinking about it too much, yeah, Cytwex would definitely be up there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If anything, just for the recent bombshell he dropped on his Tumblr about who Cytwex actually is.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, and I'm not gonna spoil it. You should go read his Tumblr and find out that nice little thing that happens.
the thing is, though, he actually dropped on his Tumblr that he's going to be ceasing production on his blog for a little while he
It's a short little. It's not indefinite. It's a short little hiatus while he finishes up an arc in Epic Rainbow Dash.
But the other thing is that as soon as when he does break the hiatus, apparently he's going to reboot the blog, and he's going to actually start the story over, because now he's doing all the writing himself. So he's going to actually redo everything.
That sounds pretty cool. I've always been I kind of dropped out on it just because for a while he was going with everybody's favorite, Little Miss J Burgers, for a little bit, so I kind of dropped out, but fell back into it, and it's been doing really awesome. It'd be really interesting to see a reboot of it. So,
well, he says apparently it was all over the place because he had several people who actually took care of the writing for the blog, and he just did the drawing.
Yeah.
Originally he'd intended on it be like a villain, and then did all this stuff with Copper Cab, and the stuff with Copper Cab was what got my attention a little bit, I guess. But it's a really good blog. It really is.
Yeah, and he's a really cool dude. So yeah. Without thinking too hard about it, I definitely agree with you. It's Cytwex for awesome artists, and this is, I guess, the most serious award we're going to give tonight.
Well, I have one more slightly serious, but
okay.
This is the big one.
Okay, and that brings it back to me, and my next award is artist most likely to get a contract to make a weird and confusing show for Adult Swim, but then have it canceled after the pilot airs at 3 a.m. and not get paid for it. And this is basically me saying which artist I think is most likely to maybe pull off getting a career, a professional career, maybe in animation or something like that. And my nominees are Hot Diggity Demon, Drunk Celestia, Salient Sunbreeze, and Beluga from the This is Beluga Tumblr. And I think the most obvious one here is probably Hot Diggity Demon, just because he's already doing really high quality animation. That's also funny, if you're into that kind of humor. Drunk Celestia, just because he's able to pull off a lot of different styles. And it's just weird and fucked up enough that I could see it on Adult Swim. Like, I think, you guys know Drinky Crow?
Yeah, I remember. I know the Drinky Crow show.
Yeah. I get that vibe off of it, off of his artwork, Drinky Crow. Salient Sunbreeze because, well, fuck, look at what he draws.
Yeah.
Yeah, duck ponies. Ben, are you there? Ben's not there.
Oh, shit. I guess it's just you and me.
Fuck.
Can I put out an honorable mention?
What, on this thing?
Yeah, whoever the fuck was in charge of Dusk's Dawn.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, Dusk's Dawn. It was this. It was that fan animation project. People, there were like these guys that got together and put out a fan-made MLP episode with all of their OCs and everything like that. You seriously never saw that? I could have sworn I mentioned it.
Don't watch it. It's terrible.
It's an endurance match to see how long you can last watching it. There are people that have lasted the entire thing watching it, but still. It is absolutely it deserves like the absolute biggest you tried star that you could create in the world, like a 65-mile wide golden you tried star in fucking gigantic Comic Sans. Like that fan animation right there. I think it should at least deserve an honorable mention.
Well, if this was your award, you could do that, but it's not, so tough.
Oh, fine.
Fine, I'll go make my own podcast with an award show.
My own award show with blackjack and hookers.
Yes.
Blackjack and hookers.
Fine. And the last one, Beluga, just because I think his art style is, in a way, if you saw it at like 3 a.m. on Adult Swim, the entire time you'd be going, is this anime? Just because he has a real anime-like style to the way he draws ponies and anthros. It's really kind of cool that way. I really dig it. Ben, now that you're back, who in your opinion would most likely get a contract?
For me, it's actually a toss-up between Hot Diggity Demon and Salient Sunbreeze.
Yeah, because honestly, now that I think about it a little bit more, I think Hot Diggity Demon would get a contract, and he would actually get a show.
The thing about Hot Diggity Demon's animations are very, very much in the spirit of some of the adult cartoons that are out there, like like Archer or Aquatine.
Archer, Venture Brothers.
Yeah. It's very much in the spirit of those. Salient Sunbreeze, I would go with for this particular award because I've seen a lot of the stuff that he writes. I've read his fan fiction, and he's shown me stuff that he's done with his OCs, his various non-pony OCs, comic series that he wants to do. I won't, obviously reveal anything because that's not my place, but a lot of his stuff is very strange. A lot of his stories are very strange, and I think that
Would you think his show would be more like that one? It was that really weird CG animated with the bird guy.
his shows. I think if he
that show is called oh fuck. I was just
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Whatever, Avenging Angel.
Yeah,
something Krogdor Avenging Angel or something.
His shows would be very similar to things like Invader Zim, but more adult. Is what I would say. That sort of strangeness to them. I would go with Saint Summaries because I think he would make a hilarious show or a cool show, and then it would get canceled.
yeah, I could kind of see. Yeah, it would. He would be sort of like in a MTV Liquid Television situation where he would get his 30 minutes of fame or 22 minutes of fame, and then never heard from again. So.
Just because I think
in this award in particular, I think Saley would be just art house enough to have one go at it and then be never heard from again.
I think perhaps his stuff would be a little too strange.
So
for adults,
I think
that's why.
So yes, artists most likely to get a contract to make a weird and confusing show for Adult Swim, but then have it canceled after the pilot airs at 3 a.m. and not get paid for it. The award goes to Salient Sunbreeze. Congratulations, dude.
I think it'd be fun.
You're gonna get fucked over.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
I think it'd be hilarious to have Apple Beans on this list.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I forgot.
Totally
forgot about him.
The Apple Beans show. Oh my god, that would be the best fucking thing.
It would just be every character would just be I want to die.
And he'd have to have Johnny Test in every single episode at least once.
Or that weird fucking thing from C-Lab 2021. You know that penguin human thing? I forgot the name of.
On Bizarro, I love you. Bizarro, I love you.
Bizarro, I love you.
On this line of thinking, just off topic here for a second, I think that Harry Truman's Fimbria should be a show.
That would make for a really good YouTube show, or not YouTube. Yeah. Or maybe on a whole MTV Liquid Television. Hey, we got all these weird European cartoons and these angry animators who do animation for these shitty cartoons, and they're angry about it. So here's the fucked up cartoon they make, and then they go on to make Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ed, Ed and Eddie. Seriously, you should go look at the shit they made. Those animators, you should go look at the shit they made before they made Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed, Ed and Eddie. There's some fucked up shit. So, back on topic.
All right. My next award is called the Brony Fandom Janitorial Award. Now, this award I created for the purpose of celebrating the people who do their best to tell people to shut the fuck up. Sort of like what we do here on the GCC, but I would never present an award to myself or to Indefinite because that would be simply arrogant.
Yes, and that's the last thing we are, is arrogant.
Is arrogant and yeah. This award goes to people who just sort of take the time out of their day, whether it be on podcast or in their YouTube channel or even in their music or art or whatever, to just tell people that it's a fandom, calm the fuck down. And
these are people we really like.
These are people that we revere, if you will,
for being real.
I know who I'd nominate
for being realistic. And now, before I present the actual winner, I have to say that my runner-up for this was Cyril. I like Cyril. Not just his music, but I like the fact that he just sort of takes the time out of his day to tell people to chill the fuck out. In fact, he runs a blog called Chill the F Out on Tumblr, which is a daily reminder that you should stop being angry and a little pissy bitch.
And, I've said before, I don't know if I've said it publicly or personally, but who cares? It's the end of the year. Fuck it all. I have a very, very low opinion of the Brony musician community. And I think to say that Zero is my favorite person out of that community would be an insult, because that's just saying that would be akin to saying he's like the best piece of shit in this fucking cesspool. Zero in general is just a really awesome person above and beyond. He's just a really, really fucking cool dude, regardless of what community he's in.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Yeah.
However, Cyril.
But yeah, who the fuck? Did
Cyril, unfortunately,
who the fuck do you think is better than that?
Cyril, unfortunately,
piece of shit.
Cyril, unfortunately, did not win this award. This award, for me personally, goes to Bronyville Podcast. And I can say that because I'm technically not part of Bronyville. I think that Bronyville is in a hard place because there are so many things they want to say in so many words that they simply can't, because saying them would, one, probably get them ripped off of Equestria Daily, and two, make them just sort of look like they're trying to clean things up. Chef Sandy and Apple Cider have been in the furry fandom for a very long time, and they've seen all the mistakes that the furry fandom made, and it really angers them and angers me because they talk to me about it often. That you know, the Brony fandom often can be so blind to the history of fandoms and just not realize that they're going through the same mistake, you know. And so they sort of, you know, Trojan horse their lessons, if you will, in to each episode. Sometimes it's funny, you know, hey chef, what's on fire this week, you know. And it really ends up oftentimes being Apple Cider going, here's what happened, and then Chef Sandy going, now kids, you know, you're all being silly.
Which in a way is so much more condescending and professionally condescending than we could ever be.
Yeah.
Just by the mere fact that he says, now kids.
Well, he doesn't say that, but it's that tone, well, you know. That's
it's the tone and cadence of his voice. It's like now kids, you know. He's like the father. He's like the good father, you know.
Yeah.
Telling his fuck up kids to get back in line.
Yeah, and so, you know, in recognition of your efforts to calm people and do your best to revert the fires of drama, I present to you, Bronyville Podcast, the Brony Fandom Janitorial Award.
Yeah, and they do it despite, I mean, especially with Chef Sandy. Not particularly Apple Cider. Apple Cider does an awesome job, but despite all the bullshit that Chef Sandy has put up with, some that has been made public, and other things that have not been made public and probably won't, just the fact that with the sheer amount of shit that he's put up with, and the fact that he's not given up on the fandom yet, honestly, is a real testament.
Honestly, sometimes it surprises me that he continues to do Bronyville, because he does often get rather fed up with the sheer amount of stupidity that goes on, and I think efforts like that deserve to be recognized, you know. And that's the other thing about Bronyville I like, is they don't really, you know, they don't do any of that back patting shit that blogs like Horsing Around and Fucking a Mile Pony like to do. You know, they don't really hold themselves above the fandom, because they know that at the end of the day, they are a part of the fandom. They're not better than the fandom. They do what everyone else does. They produce fan works. Their fan work is just different.
And I think it's thanks to their history. And it also applies, I think, to us, is that our previous experience in other fandoms, you know, we kind of understand the fact that fandoms are a little fucked up. It's what happens.
All fandoms are like that, yeah. All fandoms have these things.
Yeah, and you just sort of roll with it. So yeah, I agree with you completely. I think Bronyville is definitely a good contender. I wouldn't personally say winner, but they're definitely up there, just because Cyril.
I was going to say General Mumble myself, but both of your nominees are probably better.
Yeah. All right. All right. My next one is a simple award. It's the artist with the best boobies.
I know.
And I'm giving this award out, not just to the artist with the best boobies, but just generally, while they're not janitors, they're just really just good-natured people who kind of just don't let shit get them down, especially fandom shits. It just so happens that two of them are female. So why are they underlined?
I got it.
Okay, yeah. My nominees are El Rey of El Rey's Random Drawings. And he doesn't ask Tumblr that I know that's really good. I can't remember it right now. Fuck. Oh, Forgetful's Corner. Who it's a pony who, as far as I know, works on cars, likes to get drunk, and whose father is a Mexican wrestler. You're maybe asking, but El Rey's a dude. He doesn't have boobies. Well, he has a magnificent beard, and as we all know, beards are like tits. The more impressive they are, the better.
Yeah.
I had a reasoning for this. I had a line of reasoning for this. That
Is he like a really fat guy or something, or? Because I could imagine you just running around with a big blue ribbon, like Dave Chappelle, just like pinning it on some fat guy's chest, and be like, "You have the best brony artist boobs."
Well, if you've seen pictures of him, he's sort of, and he was wearing a hat. He was wearing a baseball cap, but I really got the vibe of that one toy that used to be. That I had when I was a kid. It was like a metal tray with a plastic covering over it, and it was full of iron filings. And you would take the iron filings, you would take a magnetic pen to the iron filings, and it had a dude on the tin. It had it painted on there, a dude with no hair on him.
Oh yeah.
And you would take the iron filings
Wooly
and
Willy.
like
That's what it's called.
Wooly Willy. Yeah. El Rey's sort of like Wooly Willy to me. He just, in the one picture I saw him wearing the baseball cap, I just thought, it's like, oh, all his hair is on his face. He just has a really impressive beard. So yeah. He doesn't have boobies, but he has a really impressive beard, which is just as good as a really nice set of tits. Let's see, and who else is on here? Equestrian Strumpet. She's just a really, really cool person. She does really nice cosplaying. I don't necessarily agree with her artwork. She does really nice humanizations, but she has a thing for Spike and Rarity and sort of the whole Ben, you're Asian, you know this. What's it called when it's like older women into younger men or boys?
Boys would be Shotokan. Shotokan is the fascination with young underage boys.
Yeah. She's kind of got that whole Shotokan vibe with her artwork, which I don't particularly agree with, but that's beside the point. She's just a really nice, cool person, and she's got a really nice set of tits.
Yeah, she actually posted yesterday that her mom had gotten her a size 34G bra, and they still kind of spill out. So yeah, take that as you will. She gets
when
my
she
vote
goes to con. When
by
she goes to
default.
con, she's really busty.
She gets my vote by default, honestly.
Yeah, and then my final one is calligraphy Victoria, and I like her just because, you know, she could kind of go in with that previous award, janitorial award, just because she's really, really level-headed. She's, you know, she kind of tells everybody to chill the fuck out and all that good shit. Plus, she's a pretty good. Why am I saying pretty good? She's a really good artist. And let's face it, she's pretty fucking attractive. Not necessarily the biggest tits, but she's definitely an attractive brony, which is impressive for this fandom, considering what the rest of us look like.
I can just hear off in the distance all the social justice warriors clamoring for our heads. What a surprise, the fat American white males talking about boobs on their podcast and objectifying men.
I think the social justice bloggers would hit you guys a lot sooner on most of this other shit before they got you on the female boobs thing.
Off in the distance, the glow of torches.
Yes.
Yeah, they would already be,
hold on now. Hammy's married and I'm gay. What's your excuse, MDef man?
Jew. The Jew.
Have you seen the sort of shit my wife reblogs?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I follow her.
All right.
I question her sexuality and why she's married to you. Oh my god, why did I say that?
Wow, MDef. Wow.
Why did I say that?
MDef make go drunk your home.
You are lucky I don't have you on speakers, buddy. She's sitting like 15 feet away from me.
All right. Before we give the social justice warriors any more reason to find out where we live and decapitate us, let's move on to my next award.
Wait, he didn't even present the award.
Oh shit! You haven't picked someone. I didn't even notice that.
It's just, I say equestrian strumpet myself. Because she's really cool.
MDef Mech.
MDef.
MDef Mech.
Are you there? Hello?
Oh, you're really
He's
quiet.
very, very quiet.
Oh no, it's because I cackled so much. Hang on.
Okay,
Oh, nope, you're back.
Again.
You're back.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's my computer is like, oh, you're about to blow out your mic with your cackling, so calm down. Yeah, I was doing the whole eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. Yeah, equestrian strumpet. Just because she's really nice, she's really cool, and let's face it, she said she really wants to meet me at BronyCon.
Fair and balanced judging.
A horrible idea, really.
Yes, an awful idea because she has a boyfriend. Wow. Yeah, you know what? Actually, with that statement, social justice bloggers kind of do have a reason to go after me now.
All right.
Wow, that was awful of me. I'm sorry.
All right. My next award is the Pretentious Douchefuck Award. Now, Hammy and MDef Mike probably already know who I'm awarding this to, but this award, I'm giving this award to somebody who has taken a very noble art, if you will, and run it into the ground. He has treated a lot of this fandom like a business, but more to the point, like a corrupted business. He has done some things with what we call media rights that are rather shady, in effort to reduce competition. Well, in an effort to do something. He has done various things like encourage members of his group to post on Twitter about how good it is to White Knight and remove the Rule 34 filth from our fandom. He's done things like attempt to break up podcasts for the purposes of absorbing them into his own little media empire. And things of that nature. He's even multiple times bullied Sophisto into doing certain things to his posts on Equestria Daily to sort of help them get more views so that he can get more viewers. And I just that shit doesn't fly. Okay, like, and we've had Apple Cider and Chef Sandy on here talking about this particular group. But it's not the group that I hate, it's the person that's at the head of it. That group, in particular, is, as many of you will probably guess, Everfree Network, which used to be Everfree Radio, but now it's Everfree Network. I like Everfree Network. I like a lot of things that are on Everfree Network, and I like a lot of people that are on Everfree Network. But the person running it, I do not like. The person running it has done a lot of very shady things that skirt the borders of illegal activity and has sort of put forth this image that he is, in fact, a professional, which by no means is he. So the winner of this year's Pretentious Douchefuck Award goes to Final Draft.
You deserve
There's a book. There's a book.
It. You fucking won it, kid. It's all yours.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I thought my mic was. There's a book on Audible Audible.com, an audiobook that I started listening to this week, called The Master Switch, and it's a book discussing the history of entertainment media in the United States, or the entertainment industry in the United States. But not only does it, but because of the nature of the way the entertainment industry is now, it has to involve things like the telephone industry and the internet's media industry, just because of how interlinked they all are. And he sort of discusses the history of each industry individually, and the first one he discusses is telephones, because that's the oldest industry, oldest of the communications and entertainment industry. And he talks about the rise of AT&T, or as it used to be called, Ma Bell, when it was broken up. And you look at how when AT&T was coming to power across the United States in the early 20th century, and how they acted, how pretentious they were, how aggressive and even violent they were. Not saying that Final Draft is a violent individual, but he certainly is aggressive. And there's sort of some similarities between EFN and AT&T with how they treat competition, which is to overpower and completely discredit and stamp them out if possible. And you said you like EFN just because you like certain individuals on there.
I like
the
a
reason
lot of the
I
things that EFN produces. I like a lot of their content.
I like the name EFN because it further just sort of proves how soulless and cruel Final Draft can be, because EFN just sounds so corporate. And
well, he changed it to Everfree Network because it's no longer a radio station. It's now a full-blown media network.
Yeah, a lot like
call it what it is, media empire, because that's
sorry. I didn't want to say it, but if you're going to say it, yes, media empire.
Yeah, like on the level of Disney or Time Warner or News Corp, because that's obvious what Final Draft wants. He wants he wants to be like News Corp. You know,
He wants total control. He wants unification under his network's banner.
Yes, and that's the reason I bring up this book called The Master Switch, is because that's what we're seeing. We're seeing these in media in general and on the internet. We've seen these conglomerates. That's what they're called. These media conglomerates, and that's what Final Draft wants. He wants a media conglomerate, and that's all fine and good when you until you pull back a little bit. You look at what he wants a media conglomerate of, and that's a show about colorful ponies meant for children. That's his goal. That's what he wants.
Yeah, it's silly. It's incredibly silly to treat a fandom around My Little Pony in such a way. You know. Yes. I wouldn't agree with these methods, you know, in a professional world, but that's just me. I don't think anyone can disagree that it's simply very silly to do in a fandom for My Little Pony.
Yeah, it's if this were just him forming this media empire on YouTube, or just like a podcasting network on the order of of Twit or Revision 3, that's one thing. But the fact that he's doing all this contained within this fandom, remember that fandoms grow and shrink and become relevant and irrelevant, and then just look at the content itself. My Little Pony. It's all just really dumb and stupid. It's no wonder, and this is no offense to teachers. I think teachers play a very vital role in our society, but it kind of sort of proves that it kind of really shows how silly Final Draft is, and why he's just isn't he just like a high school teacher?
He's a public school teacher. I don't know if it's high school or middle.
Yeah, he teaches debate class.
Yeah,
perfect.
He's just yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Wow. Holy shit. Yeah.
That explains so much.
I forget who interviewed. Oh wait, no. It was him interviewing. Which person was he interviewing? I forget which. It was Rarity's voice actor. He was interviewing her, and she actually was asking him questions, and he was actually, in a sense, interviewing himself on his own show. And he was talking about how he's a high school debate teacher.
Well, there you go. Did you have any nominees for this? Because I have a couple other people I could mention that
honestly
would definitely be runners up.
Honestly,
I mean, Final Draft is far and beyond these other nominees, but
there are certain members of the music community that I might nominate for this, but I don't want to do that because I'm a musician and I want to play nice with those guys.
Okay, well, I will. Two I can come up with is Yelling at Cats and Mando.
Okay, actually, well, I will say this. Yes, Yelling at Cats.
Yelling at Cats, yes.
Yes, Yelling at Cats
Good
is no
fucking
question.
God.
And I'd say Mando Pony just because of this whole crusade he's got on.
Let us not forget that Mando Pony is a part of Everfree Network.
Ah, well, there you go.
So he actually runs a show with Michelle Kraber, I believe, on Everfree Radio. So or network, sorry, Everfree Network. Let us not forget that.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, there you have it. Pretentious Douchefuck Award goes to Glenn Beck. I mean, Final Draft.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. You fucking fuck.
You pretentious douchefuck.
Gonna.
Yes. And that brings me to my next award, which is called the Look Into My Eyes and Know the Horror That Is Infinity. And this award goes to every single one of you.
What?
Because when you get to my age, and Chef Sandy can attest to this, and maybe Apple Cider, you think life sucks now that you're in school and the hardest thing you have is like not having money until your parents send you more money? Just wait until you get into the real life. That's true horror. So yeah.
All right.
Enjoy life. Because this is all it is.
So the entire point behind this is to make a philosophical statement. GCC is moving up in the world.
There you go.
All right.
You will die alone and in pain. I'm not kidding with that. I'm not. You want an example? Go listen to Kevin Smith when he talks about how his dad died. That's some hardcore shit. And that just sort of shows you how fucked up life is.
Or you could just listen to him you could just listen to him talking about tickling your ear pussy, and you can just realize how fucked up Kevin Smith is in general. Seriously, that fucking creeps me out every single time he fucking says it on the air. It's weird. It's like, okay, Kevin Smith, you know, I like many of the things you do. That one I can live without. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
My next award is the Strangest Porn Award.
This could go to so many different people.
And yes, this could go to so many different people. I could cop out and say hoy hoy. But and I could say, you know, anyone from Secret Butt Fun to El Ligero, but for me, our winner this year goes to Salient Sunbreeze. Holy shit, your porn is fucking weird.
Yeah.
You have the weirdest goddamn porn I have ever seen in my fucking life. And that's okay.
And if you look at them from the neck above, they look like snake ducks.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
This isn't even porn, but you go back to when he drew that picture of your OC and your sister's OC, they look like snakes in a box.
and just, you know, hoy hoy, that's shock value. You know, that's what that is. That's shock value. You know?
And and that's just him appeasing the Japanese stereotype of weird.
And secret butt fun. You know, Secret Butt Fun is like the Applebeans of porn. It's just fucking weird. But Salient Sunbreeze is one of those artists where, and I've said, I think I may have said this on the show before, but I've said this to him many times and other people. Salient Sunbreeze is one of those guys that you start following because you can't figure out why people follow him. You know, people just love his art, and you're sitting there, you're scratching your head like, why do people like it? It's so bizarre, you know? So you start following him, and you look at his art, and every time it comes up, you're just like, wow, that's weird. You know, it's so weird. Like, why do people like that? And then somewhere along the line, you just scroll past and go, oh, Saley did a new art piece. That's cool. You know, and
you're like,
yeah, and you like it. You know, both figuratively and literally. And it's just, and all of a sudden you find yourself liking his style more and more. And you know, you go to his live stream, you watch him draw, and then you're just a follower of his. But you start off a follower of him because, god damn, what the fuck is he drawing? What the fuck is that? Like, you know, and then just somewhere along the way, you just, wow, cool, say did a piece, can't wait to see it, you know. So, yeah.
Actually, a really good example of that is when I commissioned him to draw that Pregnant Luna piece. And then the whole backstory was that Twilight fucked up her teleportation and actually teleported herself into Luna. And it was as a fan of it, I liked it. But it's just, if you step away and you look at it, it just looks so fucking weird. It's like, Luna standing up and her gut is just so fucking huge, and there's just so many liquids coming out of her, and she looks like a duck, but also kind of like a snake, and you're like, what the fuck? And a good example of that reaction is if you go on to Derpy Bro and you look up that picture, and it sucks that they don't have trending, like the like-dislike trend, because when it went up, it was like, it had gone all the way down to like -20, dislikes on Derpy Bro. But then after a day or so, it went up to like 20 positive. And you look at the comments, and the initial comments are like, oh, this is so fucked up and disgusting. Oh, what the fuck? And you go scroll down, and it's like people are like, they start getting into it. And it's just so weird how Saley's art just has that reaction with people.
Yeah. So yes, the award, this year's 2012 award for strangest porn goes to you, Sanson Breeze. Congratulations, you are a weird ass individual, and we love you for it.
We like you, yeah. And you're out of awards, right?
No, I got one less.
Oh,
one
okay.
less.
Well, actually, my final award was meant to go at the end. So, did you just want to do yours, and then I'll do mine?
Sure, I'll do my last one. This last award is similar to my janitorial award, but it's not so much at people who go out of their way to clean, I suppose. It's just sort of in recognition of calm and level-headed, and so you guys can probably guess who I'm picking for this one. This award is called the Chillest Nigga Award, and I'm giving it to someone who I think is just very laid back and just does things the way that they're supposed to be done. You're laid back. You don't let shit get to you. When there's drama, you laugh at it or you ignore it. He doesn't take part in any of that stuff. And he doesn't hate on people unnecessarily like others do. He's just sort of very laid back and very cool, very chill. So Chillest Nigga Award for me goes to Cyril.
I was about to say Morgan Freeman.
Cyril, Morgan Freeman.
Patrick Stewart.
So yes, congratulations, Cyril. You are the fandom's chillest nigga.
Congrats. Yeah, I can't disagree with you. Hey, at least Cyril won an award.
As if these awards actually mean anything.
Totally. Totes. Oh, popping. Who popped? Oh, well.
I just got back in. My Skype crashed again. It has crashed like 5 times during this whole call.
That blows. All right. And both of you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Oh, it's just there was a weird pop, and it was like, what the fuck? Okay. That brings me to my final award, and this one I think I haven't picked one yet, but I think we can all decide on who won this award, and it's who's drunk by the end of this. I'll just let you guys decide.
Who's drunk by the end of this? Gee, that's a tough one.
Yeah, who's acted like a jackass?
So I'm just gonna bold your name here and just sort of write a little blurb here. You win this because you're a drunk motherfucker.
The SoCo just goes right through me, dude.
By the way, how long are we into this recording?
I don't fucking know. Oh wow, we're already at an hour and 58 minutes.
All right. So
you know what? Hey, you know what? We skipped last week. I think the CR people deserve an extended episode.
Oh, I don't want to go over our 2-hour block. That's why.
Oh well, it's fucking fucking Shamrock, they'll just cut us off at the 2 hour.
All right.
So we can just keep going.
In that case, with those awards, I'd like to say that if you're taking any part of this episode seriously, you need to go get drunk. These awards were completely silly. We didn't mean anything by them really very much at all. Sort of a little bit kind of out after your douchebag.
You deserve it.
Before you all go running off and saying, why did I get an award? Just remember that, these are all silly. And they don't really mean anything. And you need to chill the fuck out.
Yes.
So with that, go ahead.
And with to our fine CR listeners, please enjoy whatever awkward DJ is coming on next to present the same pony music that's been playing for the past 6 months on CR.
In case we get cut off at the 2 hour mark.
Yes. For everybody else who's downloaded the podcast, onward.
All right. And with that, I think we can move on to our final segment of the night, and that's our ever interesting cool shit segment where we link all the things that we think are awesome that you think you should check out. If you don't know this, which you should if you're this far into the podcast, you can go to our Tumblr at grandcanterlotcavalcade.tumblr.com, and in the episode post and every episode post, there's a link to our show notes where we have all the links that we talk about during this segment and others. I will start us off, as I always do this week. My first piece of cool shit is the Tumblr for Ask Teen Vinyl. Ask Teen Vinyl is actually done by an artist named Paraluna, who's very cool. She started doing it when she saw the Teen Cadence blog and decided, hey, I should try out doing a little high school vinyl type thing. She draws her with glasses when she's in class, so I think is really cool. It's just a very cute little blog, very safe for work, child friendly, age appropriate, all that shit for now. But it's just really awesome. It just started and it's still going. She draws, pretty regularly. So check it out.
It sounds like you were kind of hoping for something there.
Hoping for what?
You were like, they're safe for work for now.
I actually don't know if this artist draws anything not safe for work, which is why I said that. So I have no idea if this is going to remain a safe for work Tumblr, because I don't know. I don't really follow their other art stuff. This is the only sort of thing that I follow, so I don't know if they do porn. They might. I have no idea. So,
because it almost sounded like you were like put on like a Jack Nicholson or William Dafoe voice. You're like, for now they don't draw porn, but they will, and I'll be there.
He'll be all over
you can count on that.
He'll be all over some fucking vinyl scratch porn. I know that.
Oh my god!
I know who will be over some vinyl scratch porn. It's fucking nobody. And I mean the Tumblr user nobody. KNXBODY. God damn it! That dude's text posts about Final Draft are. God damn, dude! You really want to fuck that horse? You're like Kevin Sano.
Vinyl scratch, not Final Draft. Because to my knowledge, nobody wants to fuck Final Draft.
Final scratch. Final scratch.
You are the rightful winner of who is drunk at this point in the podcast.
I am. He's a follower, and I think he listens to this podcast.
He writes text posts about how much he wants to fuck Final Draft. He wants to fuck that old horse, yeah.
Nobody, you know who you are. I am sorry for that, but, well, blame Final Draft for naming himself Final Draft, because drunken assholes like me get that shit confused.
You deserve it.
I'm the reason I was about to say GUI checkpoints. DUI checkpoints.
GUI checkpoints?
Yeah, what kind of... Yeah, let's see. What do you want running? KDE or X Windows? No, X Windows is not a GUI. What's that other? Oh, GNOME. Yeah.
Vinyl scratch porn.
Windows 8 has a horrible GUI. You should be... you should be ashamed if you're using Windows 8.
Ask Teen Vinyl. It's about vinyl, and she's a teen, and she's in school, and she wears glasses. That's awesome.
Yeah, and nobody should be following this because we all know how much you want to fuck Final Scratch. So
You almost said it again.
I know I did. I had to check myself.
Oh God, MDef gets on to you.
Okay. Mine's just a really quick one. Cold Blood Twilight's back on Tumblr. He's not posting as much as he used to, and it looks like he's not really doing the ass thing that much anymore. He's just sort of doing his own thing. So, yeah, go have fun with that. He's back to doing what he's done. I'm sure all you people who are really in the Milky Way will appreciate his Milky Way changeling. It's actually kind of funny.
BHME?
Yeah.
All right. I only have one this time, and technically this continues the video game tradition. It's New Year's at the time of recording, and Poke Hidden has released version 1.4 of Banned from Equestria Daily, his little Flash 6 romp game that involving ponies. Lots and lots of ponies in this red thing that can either be an Earth pony or Pegasus pony or whatever Trixie turns him into. So yeah, links in the show notes, but I imagine everybody who gives a shit about this probably knows where to find it. It's right on Poke Hidden's Tumblr, or you can just search just about anywhere. I'm sure it's going to be all over the fucking internet by the time this episode comes out.
All right.
There you go.
My next piece of cool shit is Jikentura's Not Safe for Work blog. Jikentura, the artist for Ask Blind Dash, has on occasion, well, more than on occasion, quite often, rather, actually, drawn Rule 34. And before he posted it on his mod blog, but now he has a Tumblr just for his Not Safe for Work art. And it's fairly new. He just opened it up. And links in the show notes. Go check it out. His porn is actually why I started following him. It wasn't Blind Dash, though I do follow Blind Dash, and it is awesome. But he does draw some interesting porn, and like the way he does faces. It's very interesting. So go ahead and check that out.
You really like that Korean.
I don't like Koreans.
But you like Jikentura. How'd that work?
I can neither confirm nor deny that assertion.
He probably calls them like honorary Chinese or something like that. Brothers in the consumption.
All right, MDef gets on to you.
All right, my last thing is it just went up today. It's from PewDiePie, which automatically means a lot of our listeners are gonna fucking hate it. PewDiePie made end of the year video addressing the various dumbass, stupid pieces of controversy surrounding him. One of them being like, oh shit, PewDiePie's popular, therefore fuck him. And the other one was the whole rape thing. When I mean rape thing, it's like early on in his videos, he would make jokes about the monsters in Amnesia, and then that one weird Japanese horror RPG he was playing, making jokes about them raping him, which, of course, set off legions of social justice bloggers on him. Which was really dumb. And then early on, and then like what was it, like a couple months ago, some videos came out making fun of him, basically for being popular.
Well, also there was that whole thing about him. There was those videos making fun of him, and he was going on about, and he was basically responded to him
he reacted to him in the same at the same maturity level that those videos were at. He was basically bowing down to their level. And this is him basically apologizing to his fans for the way he acted in the towards those videos, and also sort of apologizing for the whole rape thing, which he and I can, it's like we've done it before here on the podcast and bullshit where we've made jokes. Rape jokes to each other, or we've been in Skype chats so we made rape jokes to each other. We don't do them. I think PewDiePie's in the same boat where it's like you don't do it to offend. It just happens. You just say them as jokes. And you don't often think about the people who might listen in on it. And PewDiePie was in the same boat. He made the jokes because they were funny to him, and then he all of a sudden became really popular and people got angry about it. And I think VHM, you've seen his recent videos. He's really he doesn't do that anymore.
No, he hasn't. He has actually actively cut himself off from making rape jokes since about 2 months ago. He has actually done that for the people who watch his videos. And the other thing about the video is the comments that he was responding to. The way he responded was, just either watch my videos or don't watch my videos. Either way, you're making me more money. And people were saying like, "Oh, that means we have proof now that that he only cares about money and he doesn't care about his fans." And listen very carefully, folks. You have a man here that at least once a day puts out at least 2 or 3 videos on YouTube of just he has to play these games, film them, cut them together. He has to put in he has to do all of the post-processing work, then upload them. And he also has a board, a little community thing that he also runs on the side. And on top of that, he's got all of his regular shit that he does. You have to understand the kind of energy that is required to put out this sort of energy day after day after day on a consistent basis. If he was a money grubbing asshole, he wouldn't be able to do it. You'd be able to, after all this time, it would have become evident. This man does what he does because he loves doing what he does. That is exactly the reason why he does it. He does it for himself, and he does it for the people who watch his videos. And it's very self-evident if you even paid fucking attention.
And really, let's be perfectly honest. I think in bullshit, you may have had this happen to you. When your videos it's happened to me. When your videos hit a certain popularity, YouTube comes to you and says, "Hey, would you be cool with putting ads on here? You can make some money back on it." And I think every single person who's had that presented to them will say, "Yeah, of course. Why not? Why not make some money off of it?"
It's the YouTube Partner Program.
Yeah, but you never start off. I don't know anyone who has ever started off with the intention to get to the partnership to make money. Everyone I know puts things on YouTube because they want to share them, and that's what YouTube's there for. And I mean, I myself, I don't really like PewDiePie's videos that much. I like some of his compilation videos, but other than that, I'm not really that interested in his channel. But I'm still not going to say, despite all that I think, he's a money-grubbing asshole. He provides a form of entertainment that I don't find that interesting. But that doesn't mean that other people don't,
Well, and like how I do with Milky Way and Fluttershy, you just don't follow it.
Yeah.
You just, because I see people on my Tumblr dash, people who I like, who just will go on and on about PewDiePie, just how much they fucking hate him, how much they want him to die, not because of of like the rape jokes or anything, just because he's popular, or just because because they personally don't like him, so instead of just not having anything to do with him, they just go on and on and on. It's
encourage
it's the same shit.
And they encourage others. I've seen people encourage others to just leave negative or comments on his YouTube for that very reason. You know, it's a very simple thing to just ignore it. You know.
Yeah, and I will come out and say this is a very unpopular opinion on Tumblr and on other parts of the internet. I like PewDiePie's videos. I find them entertaining. I partially like them because I don't like to play games like Amnesia or Slender Man. I don't like playing those kind of horror games. I don't like to be in a position where I don't have any power. And PewDiePie's videos offer a great way for me to experience those videos in a way that I'm not fucking terrified. So and also I kind of find the guy funny, and he's actually a really cool, I kind of find him as a really cool dude. That's my own opinion. So, yeah, that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So,
and I'll go ahead and say I'm also in the same boat as, mostly in the same boat. I like horror games from time to time, but I really like PewDiePie's videos. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, and I will admit, when watching some of the videos, some of the parts where he screams like a little bitch, I do the exact same thing. In fact, actually, there's a new horror game he put up where it's called The Labyrinth, and you're at a labyrinth with a minotaur. And it's pretty goddamn scary. And there's this one part where the Minotaur just sort of comes around a corner all of a sudden. He screams like a little bitch. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm screaming like a little bitch, too. And all of a sudden I hear a banging on my floor because I woke up my neighbor downstairs.
I think without going too much farther on it, I think my favorite parts are probably where he gets so worked up that he actually breaks English. He drops into Swedish.
Yeah, those are pretty funny. So yeah, enough with that.
Yeah.
And bullshit, what's your final thing?
All right, my final piece of cool shit is the Tumblr for an artist named Wheel, and it's called The Official Wheel.
Shit.
Wheel, and I found this.
God.
I found this before Yago7 started reblogging everything from him, but I figured I'd throw this in here anyways because the artist has this infatuation with a pairing that I have an infatuation with, and that pairing in particular is Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. Every picture on this Tumblr is a picture of Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, either having sex or just it's a cute shipping picture. So yes, full con warning. They're fools. This Tumblr will probably be blasted to hell by people reporting. But while it's still around, I thought I might link it because I really like it and I really like the art style. It's all not monocolored. It's just what is that called? What's that coloring called?
Not sepia tone. It's
I want to say monochrome, but I don't know if that's the real term. It's all one.
Bluish.
Yeah, it's just
bluish.
It's very it's the style is just refined sketches, non-colored, but the sketch, the color of the line art itself is like this bluish color. And
blue, and
it is shaded. What I really like about this is there are absolutely no actual genitals in any of the pictures, so they technically aren't not safe for work.
It's just innuendo.
Yeah, it's just very, very extreme. Like, there are depictions of sex, but there are no actual genitals, which I think is interesting. But I really like the pairing, and if you yourself, any of our listeners, are into stuff with Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, this is definitely the blog for you to check out immediately.
It's sort of like in the spring and summer when I look out my window at the big evergreen tree that's off to the side near my window, and I see the squirrels in there, and I think, are the squirrels playing or are they fucking?
I really didn't need to know that.
Yeah. Bringing this up, just grabbing the wheel and just fucking driving this thing back onto the road of this blog. I will say that what I really like about this blog is the fact that these expressions are absolutely amazing. They are just like fucking platinum. They are amazing.
The facial. There's one. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th picture down, and it's a picture of Silver Spoon's covering her chest with a sheet, and Diamond Tiara's lying on her back. It's just I really like the pose, and Diamond Tiara's mane is really awesome, but the look on Silver Spoon's face is priceless. It's just really incredibly cute art that is also slightly pornographic.
It's very sweet too. I gotta say I do like art of Diamond Tiara that has her being sweet or doing sweet things. But that's just me.
Yeah, so definitely a great blog if you're okay with the full stuff.
Yeah, I'll say I don't really have. I'm just gonna withhold opinion, but I will say, yeah, that 8th picture is pretty cute and funny.
Yeah,
and it's also probably the clean. Aside from the top picture, it's probably the cleanest picture on here.
Yeah.
So
a fucking expression on the right on that picture. That's just, holy shit.
No, but seriously, Ben, you gotta see these fucking squirrels, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to sexualize them. It's just like, you just don't know. It's like when you go to a pet store and they got like that giant bin full of ferrets. You don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I'm not trying to say I'm sexualizing squirrels, but I'm sexualizing squirrels, Ben.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm sexualizing squirrels, but it's aliens.
One time I did yell at them, and one of them fell out of the tree.
I think that was the last one.
Where have we gone? That's 2000. So yeah, that's 2012 for you there.
I might at the time of recording right now. It's 11:23 where I am, so it's about to. The new year's about to pass. Where I am.
Yes. The world then ends. Unfortunately.
Despite our best efforts.
Yes. Despite our best efforts, humanity survives for another year.
Well, shit.
Do you have any final words before the end of the year?
Congratulations to all our winners of all of our shitty fake awards. You all deserve them.
You deserve it.
Continue doing what you do. And if we're around next year and the fandom's still going and we're still podcasting, I'm sure MDefMech and I will be more than happy to do yet another awards show of completely useless fake joke awards.
And I'll be here to put too much thought into it. Hope maybe if they decide to have me on.
Okay, and I think, god damn it, this fucking. Now I realize why I stopped buying SoCo so long ago. Holy shit. And with that, goodbye.
for dramatic effect.